All right, let us now answer part D here, and it is a doozy of a question. It says, a change has been made to two activities in the project. One activity has had its duration increased by 3 weeks. A second activity, which has a duration greater than 3 weeks, has had its duration decreased by 3 weeks. So just to summarize that, something has gone up by 3 and something has gone down by 3. So already I'm kind of getting a sense that they're canceling each other out. The overall completion time for the project has not changed. That makes sense if they're canceling each other out. It says identify all pairs of activities that could have their completion times changed. For each pair identified, specify which activity will have an increase in the completion time and which activity will have a decrease in the completion time. Take note that it says identify all pairs. That might be a clue that there's more than one pair going on here. Okay, what can we do here? Well, let's come up to our graph. Which two can I manipulate in order to achieve this result? Now, as I said, one is going up by 3, the other is going down by 3. The trick here to notice is that they're canceling each other out. One going up by 3, the other going down by 3. So if I make that change to something on my critical path, it's going to mean that my overall completion time won't change, which is what we want. The overall completion time for the project has not changed. So on my critical path, either the green one or the blue one, because there's two, which kind of makes sense because it says identify all pairs. Well, there's probably going to be a pair on one critical path and then another pair on another critical path. What I want to do on the critical path is increase one activity and decrease the other activity, because that's going to have the effect of canceling each other out, which means it's still going to have a completion time of 23. That's the thinking that's going on in this question. Now you got to figure out, all right, where could I make this change? Now, there are two places on this graph which are kind of similar. Do you see here from C to F, and then I've also got through D. So like I've got C to F, or I could just go straight through D. That's similar to over here where we can go H to I, or I could go straight through G. So see how here I've got C to F or straight through D, or here I could go H to I or straight through G. So this and this kind of look similar, don't they? So then I said to myself, well, what if I did this? I know that the second activity has a duration greater than 3 weeks, has its duration decreased. Well, what about 4? 4 is greater than 3. What if I was to decrease that by 3? So now it becomes 1. And then I would increase 3, and I would increase 3 by 3, so now it becomes 6. If I now was to do that, what I'm going to do is I'm going to go, all right, 3 plus 1 is 4. 4 plus 6 is 10. I still get that 10 there, don't I? So nothing has changed. So that is my first pair. C will decrease and F will increase. There is one pair. What else can I do here? Well, then I come over to this little part here. And I said, all right, I've got H and I've got 7. Let me just clear that off. That's 7 there. All right, that means 7 could decrease to become 4. And then this 3 here, I will increase to become 6. If I do that, I'm going to end up with 10 plus 3 is 16, which is fine. It's bigger, so that means it will keep passing through. So let me say that again. 10 plus 6 is 16. 16 plus 4 is 20. Do you see how I still end up hitting 20 there? Then 20 plus 3 is 23. I don't change anything. So that means I want to increase H and decrease I. So I'm going to say over here, let's go I decrease. That's ugly. Let's try that again. Decrease. And H, I will increase. And that should be my answer. So if I come now and look here, let's just compare this. So saying increase F, that's what we're saying there, increase F, decrease C, or increase H, and decrease I. We got it. So again, just to summarize there, the moral of the story is recognizing that this increase and this decrease are canceling each other out, and therefore I want this to occur on the critical path. Because that means if I increase and decrease by the same amount on the critical path, it's not going to affect my overall completion time, which is what we want. Then we just looked for some similar kind of structures here. This was similar to that. So I'm like, all right, I think this is going to work if I kind of manipulate those sections there. Hopefully that has made sense. A nice little question, that one, but a pretty hard question, we have to say so. It is the last one for matrices, so we should expect it to be hard. All right, hopefully that's made sense to you guys.